Go, please. Do it. Go. Sorry, I'm so used to this. Shut up.
Okay,
Nice job,
everyone.
Joker.
I know this is really rare because I haven't done it in a while, but I'm hosting this time. I guess we're gonna just introduce ourselves if people don't know us yet. I'm Liz Kidwitz. This is also Alchem Games, ZR Cloudy,
Hello.
and just Wiz. Yeah. Um. And well, I guess it's time that we what happened in your week?
Okay.
How are you guys been doing?
Sadly, nothing has happened. We're stuck inside. Well, I'm stuck inside too, working my ass off, and it's been boring. But I get to watch a bunch of YouTube videos. I get to catch up on stuff and play some games more. I'm still working, but same old. Can this all be over already?
Just wanna go outside. Well,
Oh boy, I played video games all day and I dropped my sandwich. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I actually
Well,
dropped my sandwich. I'm fucking
He
upset
dropped
still.
the sandwich. That's pretty bad. That's that.
It was a BLT. Like, come on.
Oh no, not the BLT.
So that's
Stupid toy gun the way I tripped.
oof. Wait, what? Is it
Not-
is it your Common Rider?
No, no, little sister's toy, you
Oh.
fucking goof.
I'm just imagining Chloe like, no, my sandwich.
Slow mo. Just to have it viewed in slow mo.
It hit
as
the
he
wall.
trips over. Wow,
Oh.
that's the worst it's ever been. Just hitting the floor would be bad, but hitting the wall.
Oh, and then my dumbass fell on the floor.
Ouch.
Well, then
You
this
know,
is just a
hey.
tragedy.
Hey, at least on the way down I dabbed and I fucking okay.
Oh my
I
god,
don't know that one.
I'm sorry.
My week was the same. Trapped inside. Everything's getting it's as boring as you can expect. But hey, there's nothing you can really do. I started working on more models, and that's about it. I didn't play any new video games. I've been kind of just looping around VR chat as always. Just been world hopping, kind of doing my own thing. Primarily, I've just been working on models. There's really not.
Sorry,
There's nothing. There's like nothing more that I can really work on. I mean, there's other projects I can do, but it's just with no real other outlet other than that. You just kind of like you got to find something to do, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here, trapped inside.
But
My gas mask.
In the books.
Guys, isn't it the dry season anyway for video games?
I mean,
Yeah.
even if it's the dry season, there's like plenty of games or
still a
other
lot,
games you can
yeah.
start. And I've been thinking. All right. So I know this is going to jump a little ahead, but I'm going to tangent a little. I'm just
Okay.
wondering, should I play the old Animal Crossings? Is it worth it? I've been thinking about
old GameCube one, yes.
Okay.
But I don't know. I've never tried the DS one, so I still like the GameCube one. It was a classic for me.
DS ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say try it.
I
say
played the
New
DS
Leaf,
ones.
yeah.
It was okay.
New Leaf's
Yeah.
not that bad.
Yeah, I've heard New Leaf was really good, but
Playing
that's
on the
DS.
DS. I didn't
Yeah,
play on the
exactly.
DS.
Yeah, exactly.
I would buy a
Quality.
2DS.
Quality on the
Wiz,
Switch is better.
What?
we have
In terms
the
of
Oh.
graphics.
We have the technology. You're
Yeah.
right. We do have the technology. I can, in fact, play it on my locally found 2DS underneath my couch that I forgot it was in there. You ever had that happen to you? Like you lost a portable game, portable
Yeah.
game system?
I
Like
have
a-
like
like
the
a
blue
PSP in my
XL
bed somehow.
on the TV,
Like you just left it on top of the TV?
pretty much.
No,
Okay.
you left it on the TV. It's like a big square, like rectangular thing. It's blue. How did you miss it?
I mean, like it was underneath the little like Mario DS case thing, and I was just like,
She just got like, oh no, my gumballs. They're all
yeah,
on the floor.
it was either on the counter, or it was in a random place on the floor underneath the couch. It went in random places. Damn thing's old, dude. I remember playing Bowser's Inside Story on it when we went to a Lucky Dill. It's that kind of fucking old.
What the heck is a Lucky Dill?
It's a restaurant,
Sandwich?
local restaurant.
It's a sandwich.
I
It's a
thought it was
deli.
a sandwich shop. Oh, it is a sandwich shop.
Yeah,
Huh?
you're right.
Oh, shit.
It may have been a while ago, but I recall exactly what I was doing while I was in the Lucky Dill. I was doing the digestive arc in Bowser's Inside Story where you like
Oh,
beat the shit out of your carrots.
crap. I was just at that. Well, I did that a few weeks ago.
I did that.
Sorry.
Carrots.
Hey, I'm playing it as we speak. Shut up.
Thanks.
Now then, Liz. Well, let us know what. Give us a rundown. What are we talking about today?
Oh, fuck.
What we got? What do we got on
I
the docket?
moved my taskbars. It's usually at the top, but I moved it. I'm gonna move it back. Shit.
Okay.
Okay, so we're Jesus. All right. So I'm gonna be talking about the U.S. government.
Oh wait, you're still doing that long-running series, aren't you?
So okay, can we get her dressed up as a social study teacher now? Like, what was this? What's the generic social studies?
Liz, can we get like a little screen banner of you as a social studies teacher showing us about government? And that way, that's a transition for your topic.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, welcome to Liz's classroom. This is American government history. E204.
Okay.
You're having way too much fucking fun with this. A bit.
But no, seriously, Liz, because the way it looks like this might be a thing that suits you.
I know it does. I know.
And I'm not trying to be a dick.
Okay. So shut up. The way that it works is I'm going to be talking about the three-way struggle, which is the three branches of the United States government. Because apparently a lot of people in the U.S. don't even know that there's three different branches in the first fucking place.
Yeah, I heard about these three branches of the government. I heard it once in my AP social studies. Oh, no, I got kicked out of that. I mean, normal social studies class.
Well, I guess this is I'm gonna learn you a thing.
That's about to feel dumb.
You're gonna
about to learn today.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn today.
Sorry, just for a second I thought Wiz was. I was like, oh fuck, he was an AP.
Pick a branch. I know some of you know the names. Pick one, and then I'll give you a rundown of it.
I forgot what the name was. The
judicial?
Judo.
Judicial.
Yeah, there you go.
This one in particular has a very, very big impact on the United States. Most of their rulings create new laws. Hear about that? So, we're gonna say, I think it's Roe versus Wade. That made it illegal.
Okay, yeah.
That made it illegal for the banning of abortions. So they have a very, very big impact on the United States government as a whole and us as people, because say we have an issue or a state has an issue with another state, they are the ones that take these cases. And there are 9, I believe. The 9 judges of the Supreme Court, and there's usually one chief. Well, there's always one chief. It's not usually. And that specific person is usually like the tiebreaker, and they lead the rest of the. I can't remember the exact name of what they're called.
Associates?
No, they're not associates. I don't know why I just like completely blanked on the thing, but it's a really like cool sounding word and stuff. If only you could look it up and when I pause talking, you'd be like, oh, it's that. But these people hear court cases that have either been like removed from normal courts, state courts, and stuff. You have to basically go your way up. And this specific branch in particular, in terms of what its checks and balances are, is that it has the power to invalidate both the legislative and the executive branch, which is pretty great. So, say the president wants to appoint somebody, or wait, that's something wrong. Say the president has done an executive order or the president and the Congress has made a new law, it's been signed into law. If it's been considered unconstitutional, the judicial branch can basically just state that. They just state that it's unconstitutional and it is no longer a law. They handle pretty much most of our issues in the American society. And, well, a lot of people don't know about their importance. So, try to make sure that you know who the 9 Supreme Court judges are. As they are, in fact, supreme. Like tacos. So, which one else do you want to hear about? Oh, I forgot to say the Supreme Court justices. Yeah, they're called justices. God damn it!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What they're appointed by the president and accepted by the Congress, and that's how they are checked via the other two branches because they're put in place by those other two. And I don't think they actually do anything beyond hear court cases. So. Would you look at that? They just determine things that are unconstitutional or things that are abide by law. They're very smart individuals. So which one do you want to hear about next?
Hmm. I failed social studies.
You guys suck.
No. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I know there's judicial, legislative.
Oh, the execution. Yeah, let's
Execution.
Justice?
You're a bit behind, Wiz.
Social justice?
No, we're not talking about this.
Wait. No, I remember all three: judicial, legislative, and
executive.
Yep.
I even said it before, guys. This is pretty bad.
Judicial.
Sometimes I can't speak. Okay.
Judo.
Hey, at least you're not like
execution.
Alchem. He said execution,
Yeah.
which is completely different. But
I have no idea how this
kinda
system.
rad.
I know exactly how it works. So I'm just linguistical.
okay, so the legislative branch puts any of our basically what happens is that say a group of people want to make it illegal for buses to not be able to cross train tracks without stopping and then listening and waiting first. So what they do is that they contact their specific congressman or congresswoman, and that specific congressman and congresswoman will talk to this and relay to the rest of the representatives within the state. And the way that this works is if it gets traction enough and someone thinks, well, this should be a federal law, it will be put in place on Capitol Hill, which I'm sure a lot of you might have heard about the Schoolhouse Rock version.
Yep.
So this specific bill is not put into law yet. Why it's called a bill. And Congress is the Senate and the House of Representatives. The Senate has 100 members. The House of Representatives has like 460 something. And what happens is that the bill will first go through the House of Representatives. They'll look through it, they'll debate it, and they are limited to a certain amount of time that they can process this bill. They edit it, they restructure it multiple times, and when they feel fine with it, or they don't, they vote on it. And if it does get through, it goes into the Senate. Now, in the Senate, they have a lot more time than the House of Representatives to argue and reconstruct bills. They can go as long as they want. That's why a lot of legislative processes go very far, because people just, it's called it's very specific. A filibuster. It's called a filibuster, where they stall time for almost as long as they can so that a bill does not get through. It's really bad. It's probably been used way too often nowadays, as there's not much things signed into law at the moment. Past 20 years. And so the Senate, once they feel like they're fine with it, both of them, they will use one specific bill, one version of the bill, and they will send it to the president after both of them have agreed. And therefore, the president can either reject or veto or sign off a bill. Now, if Congress gets their bill vetoed, they can be no you. Literally, it's just a no you. They can re-vote on the bill, and if they get more than 2/3, or they get at 2/3, it will overrule the president's veto, and it will become law. So that's their check and balance, is the president. The Congress can also impeach. Now, don't get confused about what impeachment means. To be impeached is to be publicly and formally accused. And so it's not necessarily meaning you're guilty of anything, it's just an accusation. So Congress and the Supreme Court work together in this sort of thing. But that's how Congress checks the president, and they also are the ones that accept appointments for the Supreme Court. So that's how they check the Supreme Court. Is there any questions?
None thus far.
It seems pretty linear to me.
Yes, it's actually a very complex system that most people don't really understand. Or they think of it as like bad, which it isn't. You know, your machine has all the right parts, all the right cogs, but if one rusts, it will tend to affect the efficiency of the machine regardless of how long you build it to last. That's the only issue. So the last branch is the executive branch. And the executive branch has basically the what most people would think is unequal power in comparison to the Congress and to the judicial branch, as they handle the people. The president tends to try to get things in action. It is the leader of the United States. He will go places to try to attempt to sign treaties for various things, and also he is the commander-in-chief. He controls the army. But he doesn't do everything alone. Every president has a cabinet of members of their cabinet, and these people advise the president about their specific department. There's a department of let's say foreign affairs, security, education. Anything you can think of probably has a department within the president's cabinet. And these people are also approved by Congress, but say Congress is to do something wrong, the president can veto their bill, and if the president can't get anything through the Congress, they can do an executive order. And if the right practices are like if the right actions occur, that executive order may or may not become a law in and of itself. Now, it's very complicated. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders as being the leader of an executive branch, and a lot of people tend to take it for granted and not understand that you as a person can also make mistakes. So you can also make mistakes. So one of the major things is that in each branch of the government, it isn't just limited to the central government, which is what we call the federal. It can go, it is most likely in the state. I don't know about specifics of that, but each state also has their own executive, judicial, and legislative branch within their state. And your town or city that you live in will also have its own sort of branch system, like your police, the people who enforce law, and your courts, your public courts. So there's lots of different branches that people don't understand. It's like we're this big family tree whittling down to the smallest point of your city, or even your community. Really depends. So now we're gonna understand as to like how the like all three branches work in tandem, and how this kind of difficulty and the powers giving to the wrong people, and some cons to each branch. Now, there is very large con for Congress. They can raise their own, I used to say wage, which is really bad. I mean, you could just pay yourself a lot of money, and even if the president were to veto something like that, it could still be pushed through via 2/3 vote. Now, the Supreme Court is appointed by the Congress, most of them, but they serve for life. And there's nothing in the Constitution to say that it is unconstitutional for Congress to raise their own wages. They even raise or lower the president's wage, and the Supreme Court's like they've got a lot of money power on the rest, I believe. And in this of itself, the president has a lot of power in terms of law. Many presidents have taken advantage of their position in order, and this, well, it basically made it a more powerful position in comparison to Congress and judicial branch, due to just like it wasn't foreseen by the founding fathers. So I'm sure you've all have heard of FDR putting Japanese American citizens within internment camps. That is a suspension of a right during war, which is one of the reasons as to why the War Times Act was put into place. But like, it was a bit before, quite a bit before that was put. And there was also the suspension of habeas corpus by President Lincoln, which meant that you didn't have any clue as to why you were arrested, and that was also part of your war powers. Many presidents have used their capabilities within war and above and beyond that. Many presidents create powers for themselves, but this is actually in the Constitution. There is inherent powers, and there's your more concrete powers that are just stated by the Constitution. But there's there's a lot of wiggle room to add more to yourself, and that can make it that can be more a con than a pro when it comes to an executive position. And there really isn't too much cons in the judicial branch. It just depends on who the president appoints and who Congress decides to approve of. So it's just like it really just depends on the people within the judicial branch, and it's kind of sad they don't have that much power in comparison to the other two. I mean, like, responsibility, not much power, because they're very powerful. They just don't tend to use it very often. So those were about all three branches of the United States. I hope this gave you a better understanding of what it's like. Laws are hard to pass. You have to go through 3 different branches in order to get a law to be passed. And there is a situation where somebody even may say in the Supreme Court that a law is unconstitutional or it infringes on a certain right. And, well, that might mean that it might have become not a law anymore. So it's just, like, very difficult to get anything done within the central government. So your best bet, like I always say, is to try to do things at the state level, in your district, and even in your town and your city. That's all I had to say. You got any other questions? I can answer them, like specifics or.
Will I pass my social studies class with this knowledge?
Probably not. You need to fucking study, dumbass.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, I passed my
Yeah, same
classes
here.
without studying. Like, come on.
I didn't have to study either, but like, I don't think the things that I tell you now you'll be able to. You're not even fucking school, so shut up.
Hey, that's mean. You know, I'm always
No.
in school. I'm always a student for life.
No, I meant like actual concrete stool.
God damn it.
So stupid.
I'm always a student for life.
Always
Like,
a
what the fuck?
student. Oh god. No.
Okay.
Okay, then Liz.
Are
and
you
that
sure
was
you got
nice.
any serious questions? I mean, it's.
To be honest, no. Like, unless it becomes something that I actually start looking into, which will be probably in like years to come, about how the government works. Because sadly, hey, guess what? I studied this already, Liz. You know what? That's why I don't interrupt you. That's why I don't say anything. I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's why
okay.
I'm just like, I already know this. Yeah.
Mostly because the stuff I was studying before is like all this is.
How come we already know that you were like fucking paralegal?
Yes. Okay. That's why I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up now.
But it's still
yeah.
kind of sad that like like some of you did struggle with the branches.
I understand the
honestly, when I
Japanese
was-
government than I do our own government because I studied Japanese culture, the country and stuff. So I'm more familiar with that. Like I know it, but that's like high school stuff. So it's out of my head
It's-
essentially.
yeah,
You
it's
do
been a
know
while
high
for-
school stuff is like literally the only knowledge you need.
Pretty much, it's the only stuff we end up retaining most of the time, unless it's like something
And the only
for
one
our main
retaining
career.
you're like.
Basically.
It is important to know how it works. It's like how
Yeah,
else
you're
you're supposed to
right.
do anything. Like I
You're
said
right.
last time, real gamers vote, but you should also be like informed. Please,
Real gamers vote,
As you should.
please.
but yes. Thank you, Lizzo. We learned a lot with this.
Alright, now it's gonna be like Alchem, Liz, and Claudia talking about mad quarantine disease. Let's go.
Essentially, we're just gonna
Oh.
gripe about our current situation. We're not really gonna
Better
go.
last like 2 hours or something, because it's only been 30 minutes.
What do you mean?
If the podcast cuts short, we cut short.
That's how it goes, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But anyways, basically, guys, this conversation is not going to harp about what's going on with the COVID-19. Very sad. I'm so sorry for all of those who have maybe lost people, and the continuing coverage just keeps
Always-
mentioning numbers.
Always
course.
remember
Yeah,
that the
course.
worst emotion is not hate, it's indifference.
but yes, we do care for all of those out there. We feel bad for all those who are suffering right now. This is to basically shed.
Maybe.
We are still going to talk about the virus situation. We're more going to shed a light on what's going on with everyone now, the states that are going, the current situation with every state, and how the quarantines in everyone's state is different compared to everyone else's. Like, for example, in down south, a couple of states like Missouri, Georgia, let's see, Florida apparently not. Liz is telling me
I'm
that
telling
Florida
you,
is.
I've been like, there's shit ton of cards on the road. Like, I
The
don't
only-
know what to do.
The only thing that's going on with Florida is the schools have closed down for the entirety of the rest of the school year.
Well,
But
I
a lot of
heard,
the
I don't know if it, I think it varies from district
county
to
to county,
district,
or
but like,
district to
I'm gonna
district?
say that for a fact mine would end in May anyway. So.
Well, yeah. So pretty much it's
So
just
it's
April,
like
May.
if
It's
May is
almost done.
gone, they were just like, it would only be like literally a fucking month left. So
All right.
just close it.
And So basically, right now, a lot of states are under quarantine as well. They're keeping an eye on the current condition and how many people are still getting sick. And, the problem is, everyone's been in quarantine for almost a month now. Everyone, tension is running high. Some people have already lost their jobs, and we don't know what to do because, well, the people who lost their jobs, they have no income. But guess what? You still have bills to pay. Apparently, your insurance, your car bills, your house bills, they don't care that you don't have a job. They don't care that you're currently, have zero money. You have to pay. So some people are starting to lose their shit and starting to rally against the governments, their local state governments who have issued these quarantines. And for those of you who maybe live in certain states, you already know that there are protests going on. There are rallies that are starting to be organized, all to end these quarantines. The problem is, the quarantine is not like a state mandated. It's a state mandated thing, of course, but it's done to keep everyone safe because there's actually a virus out there that is highly contagious. It's highly contagious because it's what is it, through saliva or through the air right now, or through saliva? I hope.
I think
It's through like liquids and through the air.
Yeah.
Through liquids. Okay.
That's why they said do not ensue coitus.
Yeah, do not ensue coitus. God damn it! You really can't. Okay, never mind.
Wow, you literally can't do anything.
So yeah,
Thanks,
you can't.
Corona.
You can't handhold. Apparently, like 6 feet. Oh, you got to keep 6 feet away from everyone. Social distancing is the actual thing now. Like here in my family, we keep making jokes. Yeah, we can't hug, we can't shake hands, we can't just do any. We literally are just like tapping feet
Went
just
to
as a
the
joke. We're like
doctors
kicking
this
each
week.
other. Oh.
Rheumatologist and shit
Oh,
got mad
oh.
a little bit for not wearing a mask into the
Oh, yeah.
office. Guess what? They had like shit so that you could only sit 6 feet away from the the counter from the receptionist and shit. It was like, oh.
That's why you wear the mask, Liz. It protects you from all.
Everyone else is wearing a mask. Why do I need to wear a mask? Shit looks awkward as fuck anyway.
Mom mentality.
Shit, you're right.
Should I say it? Should I say the bad word?
What?
The K word.
The K word. The what?
Karen.
Oh, for God's sakes. You really?
No.
Yeah, you're bringing in Karen in 2020.
I can understand that it would be kind of sad to call someone that, but I don't think it's on a discriminatory level as the N word.
I still think it's amazing that they're trying to say is that part of the quarantine madness, or is that just
Listen, the only reason is because if they think that people can randomly make up words that are supposed to be offensive, that they can do the same thing, and I can get that, but at the same time it's so stupid and both of them are stupid, so why should I care?
Karen.
Are you
Karen? Oh no, I don't want to get demonetized. No.
Oh no.
Too late.
Demonetized? We're not even on fucking. Wait, we are on YouTube. Shit, damn it.
You forget.
But we don't get paid.
Yeah, we don't
get paid.
But yeah, the ongoing quarantine is starting to get people crazy. People are starting to lose their minds. Actually, like I said, there are actual protests out there where some of the protesters are literally trying to denounce scientific claims about the virus. Some people are actually trying to say that this entire thing is a hoax, that Corona is not actually a thing. And I'm just
what? Can we just literally just toss them into the fucking sun because they don't deserve to live on this planet anymore?
Hold on. That was one of the protests. That was one of the protests.
We're jumping the gun. Come on.
Yeah. That was one of the protest slogans.
Yeah.
Fuck science.
Fuck science.
Seriously, no.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see
We're living in a time in which people don't want to be fucking intelligent. Even though they have all the sources in front of them, they're gonna decide, I'm gonna pick this one because it seems the most right to me because I'm a bitch. Fuck you.
Well, I will say this much. There are cases where people are actually armed to the teeth while they're protesting too. People are actually strapped.
Put the guns away! It's called peacefully I'm gonna talk
Apparently
about
some
the
peop-
amendments next time we do this.
It's
fine. Also,
basically-
people are really dumb enough to
You
actually
are
like they're literally
only
dressing
allowed
gear.
to peacefully assemble. Using or having weapons out, like that you can see, visible carrying, is
Yeah.
that's not that's
I,
not
I
peaceful.
remember I saw an image. I think it was like a day or so ago.
Like,
The guy
even-
had literally an M4 out.
Just remember right now, because we're being forced to stay in, this is impeding on our rights.
No, let them fucking die. Get shot by the goddamn police. I don't give a damn. That's gonna come back to me on like this is gonna come back to me like years later. I know it, but like, listen, if you're that stupid, do you really need to live like what you're
arguments-
gonna affect people years down the line with your brain juice. All that's
Thing
in
is,
there, brain juice.
The whole
brain.
argument is that basically the government stepping in, causing these lockdowns, basically making it a mandate to stay home unless it's absolutely necessary, is impeding on our rights to freedom.
Yeah, and
The
you can suck a
pursuit.
dick.
The thing is, this is not. This is not the government mandating it for no reason. This is actually for the safety of the common man,
people are
of
fucking
everyone.
Using the goddamn Benjamin Franklin quote where he's just like, if you give up your freedoms to be safe, you don't need safety nor freedom. And I'm just like, you guys do know that he's talking about, like, I don't know, mob mentality and like getting like a what is it called? Why am I like losing my mind now? Being inside has like absolutely tarnished my intelligence
hold on.
stat. I swear.
Oh no.
No.
My fucking
So-
god. But
Liz,
the only reason they did that is for totalitarian governments and like trying to give up your money so that you can stay safe even though the rest of your countrymen are suffering. That's what the quote was for. Not because the government's telling you to stay inside because there's a quarantine outside and they don't want you to get sick or cause more people to get sick and then die.
oh hey Liz, as I was doing some little bit of research, turns out even your state is contemplating whether they're going to open the beaches.
Yep.
It's
They're
Florida.
actually, yeah, it's
You don't
Florida.
care.
Florida don't care. Florida's like virus, virus.
Listen, we could
The
probably
ocean
be
heals
like,
all.
listen. Florida could just close all ports. Not the ports. They could close all the airports and shit like that. And you know what would happen? They could just close off the border between Georgia and we'd be fine.
The thing is, yeah, and you guys would still just go to the beach like it's fucking.
Like, it's like
We
okay.
could be one of the first states to just get completely corona free, just because then we would just completely lock down, like not allowed in, not allowed out.
Another funny thing I remember seeing is over in your side, Cloud,
Yeah.
over the Venice Beach skate park, by the boardwalk.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking buried that shit. They fucking just planted all the sand in there so no one could skate no more because no one gave a shit.
Yeah,
Everyone kept going.
You know that, right? Like even in over here by San Francisco and all that, right?
And they just
Yeah.
brought dirt
That's a
bikes.
landmark, dude.
No, not the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
It's closed.
Oh fuck.
Entire-
Oh, no walking. So no walking on the bridge or
You
driving.
wanna know something
Oh,
funny?
no driving because it's congested as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah.
normally.
It's congested as shit.
Hey, you wanna hear something funny? Yeah.
What is it?
We have a similar bridge. It's called the Sunshine Skyway. Camping
Yeah, I
is
know. That's
also
why I'm
pretty
just
big.
like.
Ah,
Oh, they
fucking
all.
closed!
But did they close it?
Why would they
Oh, it's
close
not
it?
closed. It's not closed.
What?
Wait.
See,
Because
the thing is, there's a difference between there and here.
Golden Gate.
There's two bridges leading out of San Francisco.
Oh.
And well, San Francisco is not completely shut down. They shut it down enough to where, hey,
Only essentials
can-
and.
only essentials are going in and out.
Oh.
And
my
so far, there's
God.
no issues. No issues so far.
Yeah. as
Although
long
there
as-
was something I did research just now, actually.
That's,
Well, apparently it's the deadliest day now
today? The
Yeah.
fuck?
in California.
Is it
Right
because there's
now.
been more testing and they found more
Right
things?
now, right now, and there's been more confirmed deaths.
Oh, jeez.
Are you? I wanted to mention this.
So,
Are you
so
sure
the
they're actual deaths from Corona?
that one.
Honestly, looking at it, I'm just like, no, they don't look like it now. They're
it's
just adding it on.
they're
They
just
look like
adding
they're
it on.
adding it on. Yeah.
So basically, it's they're just adding numbers because they just
Yeah,
want,
and I'm
they're
over here
just worried.
looking. I'm looking, and I'm looking around like because I've been asking around others in California. So far, it's not even affecting that much. 37K. Wow, that's out of the whole.
I don't know. Highest
God
population in the
knows.
United States,
Yeah.
state-wise.
Mhm. Just-
It's the same thing here in Florida and in fucking
And I'm over here
Texas.
like the amount of deaths that are recorded are. It's like 1,000.
it's just been funnier and funnier seeing like some of the
And
crazy
even then, I'm
stuff
pretty
going
sure
on.
those deaths are not even part of this.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
hear something great? Well,
Yeah.
it's not great because someone died, but someone was talking about it in the server today, or yesterday. They came in, they were just like, yeah, they're just labeling anything as corona now. Like my friend's mother like died of cancer, and they were just like, oh yeah, it's corona. He was like, no, she died of cancer.
What the fuck? Okay.
Talking about
Yeah.
there's a scene it, so we just kind of cut the other word and replace
Someone
it.
fucking, someone fucking fell off a ladder during a construction accident, but they tested positive for corona. Died of corona.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay.
They did. Look, it's right there in the
Yeah,
books.
They're
something
dead.
there.
Oh no, he's purple or something now.
Oh no, the media, they're just eating all this shit up. It's just like, oh, somebody with
of course.
cerebral palsy dies in working from corona. Freak the
course,
fuck out.
it's-
And it's just like, they're working. They didn't have to. They did it of their own accord, knowing the risks. I know it's difficult and stuff, but even if the company didn't offer hygienic supplies or areas, that's still bad, of course, but they knew the risk, and they took it.
Pretty much,
It's with
yeah.
everything. If you choose to work during this time, even though you're not asked to or you're non-essential, it's a matter of
just-
thing. I can't worry, because my dad is working. He's considered essential because he's part of U.S. defense. So it's... I don't know. There's nothing wrong. My mom, she works at home anyway. So there's just not much cause for her to be, like, anywhere. She just has to stop driving to places if she checks in or stuff. That's okay. There's just no issue. Nothing in my family. Haven't been affected by it. Nothing's going on. I've got literally the best case scenario you can have during these one of things, and it's really fucking sad.
But yeah, everything's going crazy. We have nothing to do. States are rallying up. We're looking at actual division times.
You know, I remember.
Really actual
I remember.
What's
Yeah.
What was it? How many podcast episodes ago was it when we were talking about? We were joking.
We
It
were
was a
joking.
joke. It was a joke.
I was
It was a
literally
joke.
telling people that there's not much to worry about. It's more contagious but less deadly. And look where we are now.
People are being
Yes.
absolutely stupid, and well, look what's happening.
I mean, it can't be. I mean, you know, it's just
Hello.
how it is.
It's
classic.
like the flu, but because we don't have a vaccine for this specific thing, it just went out of proportions. I don't even remember something happening like this for SARS. I've said this multiple times. I don't remember
Or-
any
what
other
was that-
similar
What
time.
was that other big
as this
scare
bad.
that we had? I think it was
Fucking
like
Ebola.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There was
that-
not even that many cases in the United States, but we were just flipping our shit.
Yeah. So I'm just like wondering what the hell's going on now?
The thing is, wasn't Ebola over in Africa, and then we only got
We got like one
confirmed
or
thing
two
coming
cases.
to the states?
One or
Yeah,
two
but because
cases.
everyone actually kept their shit together and like made sure it didn't pass,
Yeah. Now it's
then it was
like
fine.
I'm just like now
That's
it's
because
like
listen. That has a severely different contagion rate in comparison. This
Yeah,
one's more
basically,
on the
it
level
is-
of the flu.
This
Oh.
one passes, the Ebola passes through liquid, but its survival rate outside of the body is so low. The only way you can get it is literally if you're exposed to people with it, and like dangerously so, as in like nothing covering you, and you're constantly there.
Yeah.
So
That
that's
shit
that why
passes
you're
through
safe.
only blood and
Yeah,
other
it's-
various liquids. That's like
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do? Like,
Basically,
it's very
so that's
easy
why
to
it wasn't.
to
That's
stop.
why it didn't pass around here. That's why it didn't become a pandemic. That's why we.
The
That
thing
one
is
wasn't
that
scary.
well, I've said this. America just should have closed any incoming flights. Just like even if Americans were stranded, they should have been quarantined in the U.S. embassies in the places that they were, because it's just like if we just stopped, America wouldn't have a problem. But like if we closed it off, I think there was even a tent, and somebody, like a whole bunch of people, said it was racist. Like seriously, you're going to worry about social issues at this moment in time when we've got something more important? Come on, come off your fucking high horse. Stop patting your back for something stupid, because all you do is you just look like an idiot.
Pretty much.
The main plague, the main epidemic is stupidity within like the entire world at the moment. Like people have lost brain cells.
Don't tread on me with your science.
I'm going.
Dear God.
You have been upgraded from a wet.
On me.
You're going from a like wet noodle thwack to I'm gonna go ahead and just fucking choke you with it.
I'm seeing people hold the "Don't tread on me" flag. Oh my god. This really is the worst. This is division times. Oh fuck.
How is it division times? Division was literally mass panic because it was an actually serious disease. This is because we're heading towards a social collapse, Alchem.
Oh no! I'm literally watching here in Congress. Everyone has the masks on. Almost everyone.
Because they're all fucking old.
Guys, remember when video games used to be like just fantasy? Like we were just like, haha, a lot of this isn't real.
We made jokes about it.
Oh my god.
We still make jokes till this day. It's just that now that we're living in this timeline where it's just like,
no.
When is it gonna happen, guys?
You'll make me want ramen in my pizza.
Oh no! Fuck! Oh goddamn! There are protests here in my state too. Fucking hell! Goddamn!
I still haven't heard anything from Florida.
Yeah, there's Florida. Yeah, there's protests that are happening. They're protesting restrictions on the beaches. That's why they're open. That's why they decided to open it up. That's why they decided to start opening up the beaches.
There's a reason why. Because you can't go outside. Like, what's the point of going to a beach if you're just gonna die?
Because people want to live.
As they say, what's that magical word from a while back?
Freedom.
No.
Oh.
Fuck the division.
Fuck the division. Exactly. Oh my god, it has more meaning now. It has more meaning.
It's basically fuck quarantine. I'm gonna go out and die.
Fuck the division.
This is our fault, guys. This is our fault as a species because we let the weak live.
Oh, what the hell? Excuse me, I gotta look at this because I just saw hashtag Florida morons. Oh no.
Why are we being considered morons for opening beaches, but everywhere else?
I want to see this. It's because of the beach thing, yeah, dude.
Only the
people
beaches.
Of Florida, of course. So first thing I find is someone posting this on the 18th. I think this is when all this started. This was just like a one-day trend. It's like, dear intelligent people of Florida who are staying the fuck at home when possible, we see you. Every state has its own version of hashtag Florida morons. And we hope you manage to survive their stupidity.
See, listen. We don't even have it that bad as other states. I saw a video where this lady was screaming at this one nurse standing on a crosswalk, and she was just like, if you can work, why can't I work too? And it's like, he's a fucking nurse. Like, are you really? She's fucking big ass nuts. I don't even know what to think. Like, I think just seeing all of this has literally broke my brain. I can't just, you saw earlier, I was stuttering, I was dying, I'm more eloquent normally, and I'm just like, I'm literally destructing on the inside.
I'm just watching people just rake the governors of Florida, especially Georgia right now.
This is basically a situation like with Brexit.
Yeah, I'm literally, because I remember Georgia said they're opening up everything. The mayor is just saying, yeah, we're going to open up. Meanwhile, all the state representatives are like, excuse me, what? You're doing what now?
Why?
Because he's caving. He's caving to every protest.
He's finally
snapped. The big thing that I would like, if you can, close out the city.
Which one?
No, I'm just saying if you want to open up things, close off the city. You can't go out.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to. I mean,
Because if you're going to do this so that you can restrict case amounts, or your populace is like, I need to fucking work, lock out the city. Just make it so you can't go in and out. If people have to work out in the city, too fucking bad.
basically, the whole idea of the quarantine is, I think it's like 4 month. If there's a month of no massive increase of cases, or just you start seeing an actual downfall of cases, then you can actually consider calling off the quarantine. But all the states, so far, I don't think any state has actually started to report.
It's interesting because lots of people were just like, damn, y'all really being out here so stupid, y'all started the second wave. And I'm just like, considering normal epidemics, this is pretty fast. Them starting the second wave means better for everybody. It might end soon.
Liz, you want to know what's funny? You know how Georgia is like right now doing the dumbest thing? I'm starting to think. You know that little GIF, or you know that scene from that Bugs Bunny cartoon where he's literally sawing off Florida, just literally saws off the state. That's basically fuck away from Georgia.
Georgia opens everything, and Florida
Florida's
closes
like,
border.
bye.
Florida becomes its own independent country.
Well, let me see if I can do this.
Escape from the Union.
Just. Oh no, it don't work. There it is. It's just fucking Bugs Bunny, just like chopping the shit off. Just no.
Dear God.
Bye.
Stop sending me this shit.
Goodbye, Florida.
Bye, everyone. Have a good time.
Oh god, I'm reminded of that.
People say the same thing about California. Damn.
Damn.
Literally, it doesn't take much. If you're on the edge of the United States in any way, shape, or form, closing your borders, like it literally solves most of your problems.
It's a little easier, yeah. Like let's say Maine, any of the corner states, there's just close their borders. They're safe. Well, at least as long as their people practice. I don't understand why states didn't do that individually in the first place. You know, if you're gonna do something like try to stop, shut down all flights. It's because every state has to kind of decide whether that's the best thing for their people. Because now the reason most of these people are actually protesting is they got no jobs. They have no way to pay anything, and all the bill, like I said, all the bills they still have to pay them. All these companies still want you to pay your bills. They don't give a shit. They're not working out anything. Although, as I said that earlier this week, good guy car insurance is like, yeah, we're gonna send you $50. I'm like, excuse me, $50? I mean, because they're like, we understand the times, we understand what's going on.
They're an insurance company. They can't exactly do much.
Yeah, they're like, we can't do much, but we're gonna send you $50. I'm like, okay.
$50 can go a long way at this moment in time.
Yeah, no lie. It actually can just basically buy me a week's worth of food.
So extend my fucking money. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Asshole.
That's my insurance.
They matter more.
I'm trying to own you $10.
No, Liz, you're fine. Love you. You don't need to do that. It's trying times, Liz. It's trying time. But yeah, that's basically right now your current update on the situation with the lockdowns and everything.
Let's all know about this thing. My dad got mad because he found the ice cream in the fridge and not in the freezer, and basically he was like, which one of you did it? And then like neither of us, like, I have absolutely no clue what the fuck you're talking about. So then my dad's just like, guess I'm just losing my mind. And then I remember
just gives up.
I remembered last night that both of him and I ate ice cream from that particular carton, but he got the ice cream. It wasn't me. So I came back into his room after I ate, and I was just like, "Are you sure you weren't the one who put in the ice cream?" And then like, he was just like, "Fuck, I guess I'm senile now."
What? he just goes, yeah, old now.
You just turned 50, turning 51 soon in May. Let's go.
Memory gone. Oh no.
Imagine celebrating your 51st birthday in these trying times. Imagine becoming an adult in these trying times. Say good luck to me, chat.
basically that's a lot of people are going through that. Like all the big life things are happening this year.
Listen. Demon,
Yeah.
lucky. BK, lucky. Me, I'm fucking whack.
Fucking whack.
Wow.
Poor
I
Liz.
literally turn 18 next month. Shit's not going great.
You graduate this year.
Oh. Oh, you got a reminder? No.
There's prospects saying that I might have to do online college for when the next
Oh,
semester begins, and I want to piss
no.
myself. Wait, not maybe that far.
That's a weird involuntary thing.
Yeah, that's a
Statement.
problem.
And yeah, it's we all.
I kept saying this shit's gonna blow over by this time. Fucking didn't. You wanna know why? People dumb.
Because honestly, I was about to say it all just bull. People.
Yeah, people are
People
actually
are-
stupid. So you know,
Just when we thought it was gonna get better, it proceeds to get worse.
it proceeds to get actually fucking worse.
Listen. The only thing that it can do is it can get better, it can get even worse. And at this moment in time where it's not even that fucking bad.
I don't know.
If you're talking about absolutely bad epidemic levels, it's like having 10,000 deaths per fucking hour.
It doesn't have to be like that, but it's more of like guys. Apparently, people are going outside with guns and protesting against the government now. Do we skip a couple steps?
We
Yes.
skipped quite a few steps. Yeah.
It's because
a little bit.
tensions have been on the rise even before this, like, between people and the government, and it's just like, listen, y'all got a fucking problem. Do it when it's not during a fucking epidemic.
Yeah.
Like, to at least have mercy on the government at this point in time, because they're handling more than you can ever fucking know.
Nah, they could do a better job. What are you talking about?
If anyone can do a better job, look to your state.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I keep fucking telling you people this. If you want change, start with your state. Start with your city. Go small. Get bigger. There's literally nothing else.
But I want to go to the beach.
Go to the beach.
I want to go skating.
I want
Demon
to
dad.
skateboard.
Wait, cheap.
I want to go to the bar and the gym.
He's not taking me to a beach. Fucking hate the scene.
Wow.
I do. A lot of Floridians actually that live here usually don't like anything.
Yeah, because you've been exposed to it too much. Once you're exposed to it all the time.
How do you
I
think
don't know
I
what
feel
you're
over on
talking
the
about.
West
I like
Coast?
Universal.
I hate
But
Disneyland.
what's it-
Californians are like
I'm
rest.
Fuck
still,
Disneyland.
I'm still saying this, so
It's great because this just reminds me of when Alcom was just like, I'm gonna drag all of you to Disney
To
World, and then
Disneyland.
literally, without even
Um,
fucking saying anything,
it's a reflex for you guys.
DJ and Akuma were like, fuck no, like all at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah, I'm over here like if you come to visit me, no. Six Flags,
Me-
bitch.
It wasn't even
I'm
fuck
okay
no,
with
it was
that.
fuck Disney. It was just
Yeah, it was like literally
nothing-
collectively. It wasn't even. Yeah,
it wasn't
you
planned.
guys didn't. Yeah, you guys didn't play. It was just.
Well,
It's a
because they've been
reaction.
exposed to it so much. I've been exposed to it. Even
Oh,
fucking
well.
SeaWorld over here. Ugh.
I will still say this: once everything is blown over, everything's done. First thing, just haircut. I need one, please.
You too?
Cut your own hair.
Yeah, my hair look like
Yeah,
it.
that's
right
another
now.
thing. I feel like all of us didn't get the chance to like fucking like go outside and get a.
Dude,
Oh man, barbershops are gonna be filled
dude,
with the.
I'm
there's
over
gonna
here
be a
like my hair's
line.
starting to be like my avatar, man. It's scary.
Y'all's hair grow way too fast.
It,
I don't
it
have an
goes
issue.
radical quick, yeah.
But
That's
my
how I
hair
want
was
this.
already long. So there's not
Yeah.
much of a difference.
It's weird for me to have long hair. I'm like, I look like an emo kid now.
Like you weren't before.
So sad.
Literally.
Oh
Oh,
my
I'm
god.
becoming a doomer.
But yeah,
Oh, no.
that's oh, but hopefully it's all over. Because like I said, first thing, haircut. Second thing, eating at an actual restaurant. And third thing, movie. Fourth thing, maybe like I don't know, fucking actually go to a goddamn
I'm gonna
bar
go to
for
the
once.
goddamn pet store and touch all the cats.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna fucking run.
Just run,
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
attempt to
run
order
till
a
my legs
spork
hurt.
from
and
KFC
then
again.
he falls.
No,
Then
then
he
I'm going to
falls.
the spaghetti factory.
Yeah,
The
wait, there's a
spaghetti
spaghetti factory?
Yeah, the old spaghetti factory. That's what it's
Cheesecake
called.
Factory, Spaghetti Factory. What the
Oh
fuck?
god, you just reminded me of Noodle Company. I need to go
Yeah,
to the
dude.
Noodle Company. Oh my god, I need to go
Yeah, man.
there.
Yeah,
I want food.
Let's not talk about it. All right.
Yo, David Buster's, let's go.
Hey, dude,
If
my
we're
Dave
going to
Busters are
Dave and
shit
Buster,
around
we're
here.
going here.
Fine. My Dave and Busters are shit anyway. All they do is touchpad bullshit.
Mine has like all the.
No, wait. If we're gonna go anywhere, we're going to the Replay Museum.
The replay museum.
Ooh,
That sounds
Y'all
actually
know
really
what that
good.
is?
Yeah,
Old
I kinda,
arcade.
Yeah,
DJ
yeah,
gave me
old
a
school
little
arcade and
insight on
everything.
that, Yeah.
I would actually love to go back play this, like retro arcades and shit.
I mean, as long as I see an initial D machine, I'm good. I don't care. Give me racing games. I'm done. I don't
he
care.
just all he needs is
Or
a
Time
racing
Crisis.
game
Come on.
and initial D, and he's good to go.
Yeah, Time Crisis too. Come on.
A Time Crisis and Eurobeat, and he's good to go.
Fucking. Actually, no. By the way,
There was a
I've done that
Minecraft
before.
Minecraft one there. I was
Oh.
fucking like laughing my ass off because I was like,
Oh,
who
no.
fucking decided to have?
All
But
he needs
the
is
rest of them are
Minecraft
retro.
arcade.
The rest of them are retro, except for that Minecraft machine. I was like, what?
Cloudy just needs Minecraft and Eurobeat.
There's like
Fuck no.
fighting games, not fighting games. Fighting games
Yes.
towards the back.
Yes.
They change their
Yes.
cabinets every so
You know-
often, so there's like only like it's the Replay Museum. They have like a shit ton
Well,
in the back.
Obviously, you know where I'll be.
You'll know
Around the
where I'll be.
well, I guess I'm not gonna be where you are then.
Nah, basically, I'm gonna play everything.
If
and
you
I'll be
need me,
popping
I'm
in.
gonna be in the store next door.
I will say though.
Oh my God, it's like-
there is an old Fable machine, arcade machine over here
What?
that I remember. Yeah, they sold it to some guy. I remember seeing it. Yeah, it was an old Fable arcade machine.
Oh shit!
I was like, those exist?
Why would you put Fable into an arcade machine?
I don't know. That's what I was curious about too.
Put it
they
on
saw,
arcade
they saw
mode.
that. They saw that side. The freaking beat 'em up Simpsons game or whatever.
Oh, that one's a classic, dude.
Yeah,
Everyone-
they still have that one. I'm just like, holy shit.
I would still love to play that one. That and Turtles in Time. Those two are just.
What would
the
be
best.
funny is if you see a Fallout mini game cabinet somewhere where it just
It's just 76.
no. I'm talking
This would
about
make
all
it worse.
the game cartridges you could have put in your Pip-Boy.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, just like a. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about not getting the Pip-Boy. Fuck.
I don't need that shit. What
I
am I gonna
wanted
use
it.
it for? Just give me my fucking phone.
Well, I was gonna use it.
I
Be
want
like,
the
hey, look,
internet."
I'm ready. I'm ready for the the Corona.
Those are two different things, two different dramatic events. One of them was
Don't worry about it.
nuclear bombs and the other's disease. What kind of
The
fucking...
virus. I got my hazmat suit. Let's go.
Hmm.
Dude. Also, for some odd reason, right now, and this is completely off topic. It is hot as fuck.
All right, y'all want to hear the temperature now, even though it's kind of dark?
Yeah.
Alexa,
Hmm.
what's the temperature in Tarpon Springs, Florida?
Well. Oh my god.
Oh my.
70.
Yo, that's only fucking 2 degrees.
Hey, guess the funny.
Fine.
96.
Yeah,
I live in the middle. It's drastically
I'm in
different from the
Northern.
bottom.
Okay, so you're not fine.
I'm over here. I'm like.
I'm
it's
also like
96.
right next to the ocean.
All
Wow.
right, so you guys are all dying.
Yeah, it's 96 over here with 20-degree winds, or 20-mile-per-hour winds. I'm stupid. I read two different things. So yeah, that all that heat is coming from the wind. I'm just like, ah. Kill me.
Imagine that. All the heat's just sun.
Man, I can't play Beat Saber no more.
Like, all I've got is a fan. I'm
But,
just really tired
other-
of this
other
shit.
than
I
that-
want to go outside, do something, which is odd because I never wanted to
I want
before.
to go do handstands. Fuck,
Excuse
I
me.
miss doing that.
It's fucking weird because like I never like went outside to do things, and like now that I'm stuck inside, I'm just like, let me
I'm
out.
just like, can I go outside and do shit?
Let me
please?
out.
Let me
Let me
out.
out.
just wants to get
Why
out,
is this? It's all it does is
I
fuck
mean,
up my
dude,
plans,
Liz,
man.
want out.
My
I'm
only
just
like
saying.
my only 2 seconds of being outside, my balcony. That's it.
Like when I think about it, like it makes me incredibly upset because I might have to spend my 18th birthday inside. I don't get to graduate on stage. I
Ow.
just probably get sent my diploma.
Ow.
I probably won't get to meet my friends at the
Ow.
time planned, and it's just a lot of stuff. Like, I may be good at the moment in terms of, financially. Both my parents are working. Good on food, good on just supplies, and it's just emotional stuff. Just sadness of being stuck and isolated.
Ow.
Mm.
Everything hurts.
Well, hopefully this isolation, this lockdown, this
Ends.
pandemic ends with everyone starting to still practice. Because I honestly, no lie, I
Dude,
thought
I
people
feel
were
like-
practicing it, and then I'm
Yeah.
looking at the news and I'm seeing these protests. I'm seeing people still out in public in big masses. I'm just like, we're fucked.
You know what I'm saying right now? I
Hmm?
feel like this is a reality check in some way. For a lot of dumbass people. I will say that.
Like I said earlier, it's our fault for letting weak people live.
Okay, I think I don't know.
that's-
I don't know
that's
about that one.
I don't mean it in terms of that kind of weakness.
Okay.
I mean, not fully, but
Oh my!
Hey, listen, from a logical standpoint, all emotion out the window. It's not a good thing to let weak members of your group or species live, because it just takes resources out and there's nothing put back in. But with the emotion back, it's still not morally a good thing to do. But in terms of weakness, I mean idiots who let them breed.
I feel like Liz would make a good general someday.
I think
A good
think she
general
has
for
some,
North Korea, dumb bitch. What kind of
Oh,
God, no.
Y'all know it. I'm running into battle with a fucking knife. All the metal strapped to my fucking chest.
they're jumping.
Liz
They're
is
jumping.
strapped.
I'm strapped, but only with metals. I didn't
Oh,
even
God.
do anything. You know what? I got one for
Oh,
picking
no.
up shit off the floor.
I just realized she just reminds me of the character from Valorant, the one with the blades. Oh,
Y'all
Jesus
see the
Christ.
memes though? Kim Jong Un got sick.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
great.
And they were posting the thing with the Asian dude that purposely killed the Yakuza boss. And they're all just there was one where it was just when your hand accidentally slips and you killed Kim Jong Un. It's an Asian dude running through the rice fields
Oh.
because he was trying to escape dying. He's screaming. Holy shit.
What a time
But
we're
what
living in,
happens?
right?
Who's gonna fucking step up if he dies? What's gonna happen? What's gonna
Fuck.
go on?
I know.
Civil unrest. One of the generals. Who knows? Maybe
One of the
uprising?
biggest digestive worms ever was found within someone from North Korea. I've been pulling that shit out.
Ew.
Textbook levels.
Ew.
Ugh. And with that, I think with that,
I think
maybe
with
we
that,
should-
my lunch is gone now.
What do you mean
Thanks, Liz.
lunch?
Had lunch.
He's West Coast. It's currently. Oh wait, it's 6.
6.
I mean dinner.
Call it lunch.
It's still called lunch.
Well,
Dinner for me is like 11.
all right then.
That's still bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I think with that, we can go ahead and start wrapping things up. We had a little fun chat about fun of what's going on. Besides, this is supposed to be a light. We were supposed to put a little bit of spin to this because you guys hear it all the time. You guys are already all this sad news and stuff. I wanted to poke fun of stuff. I wanted to make light
I
of
want
it.
to make jokes.
We want.
No,
We
don't
want-
watch this. No. I launched
We
a game.
don't watch this. What the fuck, Liz?
Do I even
Liz?
want to know?
I
What?
launched a game by accident. Trying to
Aww.
close it. You see, this is why I don't put my taskbar at the fucking bottom.
Why did you put it on the bottom anyways?
This
Because I
time.
wanted to test out the little thing you sent me.
Oh, okay.
See, all I gotta say is that. There you go.
Block the taskbar. Lock the taskbar.
Oh no.
Howdy, don't like it.
That's how I feel. Just-
Okay, I'm done. Let me see. But yeah, good. Oh, yeah, that's me basically sliding in the. I still love that. I don't know.
I'm in
I don't know
danger.
what happened to cause that, but I love it so much.
Fucking god.
The most
Alright,
dedicated
boys.
ref in the fucking game. Now then,
Now there's
Liz, sign us off.
okay. So, all right, we were done. Obviously. And if you liked what's happened there, we've mostly got our past podcasts posted on YouTube, and that's like linked down below on one of the panels. And if you enjoy just individual personalities, you can check out ZR Cloudy at his Twitch channel. Also Alchem Games at his. Once again, Wiz doesn't even stream anymore, but you know, he's just Wiz.
We'll promote the hell out of him
I'm
when he
here.
starts doing stuff.
He's
I'm here.
He's here.
He's
here, I do
and
things.
square.
He's
I don't
here.
know.
And because I'm obligated to, you can find me at LizKidWiz on Twitch and not on Twitter. Sorry, but my username changes. It's just variances of LizKidWiz. Like Liz Kiddles.
Wait, you have multiple accounts?
Not on Twitter, not on Twitch.
Oh.
It's just that there's just variations of it. Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't know that. Huh? Okay. Now,
Sorry, my
All
dad
right,
came
then.
in. He talked to me, and I was like, oh.
ah,
So
I
I muted on the stream, but lost my fucking place. But anyway, if you want to email us about any sort of like topic ideas that you have, or you just want to send us memes, or you just want to like I don't know, fucking say something to me that's like really
more
stupid.
memes.
I don't. I'm the only one who reads the email anyway.
My
Memes. Yeah, because Liz loves memes.
yeah.
I hate you. But just check us out at noconsequencespodcast@gmail.com. You can just send whatever the fuck you want, because I don't really give a damn anymore. But hey, and Macarena. Also, we're going to open the Discord server in some near future or whatever the fuck. So.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Wow.
so even then, if you don't want to contact us via the email because you don't like using email because that's like a really old thing to do, you fucking zoomer, you can go ahead and talk to us on the Discord.
Damn.
Shut the fuck up, you already know it's true. But
Okay.
so I'm going to thank the one person that followed us yesterday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trana Winnin, 1989. You bitch!
I didn't think it would be that loud.
You know what?
Okay. That
You're
was a
getting
lot
locked
louder.
into a box
No,
and
I
subjected.
see that, Cloudy. Cloudy, don't you fucking dare.
I don't feel so good.
Oh no. There you go.
Liz,
There
start wrapping up. Liz, start wrapping up.
Alright,
Close
everybody,
up the
so
door.
like, listen. We be Gucci lit. We be Gucci lit, boys. So just stay safe, stay inside, and don't be fucking stupid. All right?
Yeah, guys. Be safe.
Courtesy of Liz.
And
Hell
you have-
yeah.
You have lots of stuff you can do now. There's Animal Crossing, so you can.
Well, what if I don't?
Exactly.
I'm going to
Like-
kick you from the group.
No, I'll be good. I'll be
Okay.
good.
So goodbye, everyone. Everyone say goodbye.
Ba-na-na.